Well, happy Halloween and welcome to Inside the Summit League. We are getting down to the nitty-gritty now in all of the fall sports. In volleyball, it looked like South Dakota was going to run away with the regular season title, but all of a sudden, IUPUI has swooped in and tied the Coyotes at the top of the standings. The Coyotes and the Jaguars met on Friday night in Indianapolis. Mariah Fair had 56 attacks in the match. She put away 16 of those. Fair with the first one there. And here's another big hitter for IUPUI, Caitlin Hickey. Had 18 kills on 40 attempts, and the Jags take the first set. Logan Walling for IUPUI, 25-23 Jags in set one. Second set, 60% of the time. That works every time. Service ace for IUPUI, but South Dakota got out to the lead in the second set, and despite the kill by Hickey there, the Coyotes roll in set two, 25-16. IUPUI won the third set, 27-25, and then they close it out in the fourth. A block there by Mariah Fair. Alexis Meeks had 45 set assists to Fair again, and then Courtney Wright will finish it off on the slide here for IUPUI. They win the fourth, 25-17, and the Jags knock off South Dakota in four. First loss of the season for the Coyotes. So the Oats had to go to Fort Wayne the next night, and this match went the distance. Kendall Winkus out of the back row for Fort Wayne. She had 16 kills. Emily Spencer led Fort Wayne with 26 kills. She hit a very nice 379 for the match. Kendall Kritenbrink matched Spencer kill for kill, though, 25 for Kritenbrink. They go 5 sets in this one. USD led 8-4 in the fifth, but Spencer ties it at 13. The Dons come back to win the match in 5.
So fun to play here. Our band, our students were dressed up tonight. It was pink out. This is a really fun Division I volleyball environment, and our kids love playing in it. And what a great experience for our student athletes. And I would think and theirs. Believe it or not, we do go on the road in some gyms. It's really quiet. It's not very exciting. And I think our team is just used to this sort of energy. And, you can't hear yourself in timeouts. You have to yell. It's a lot of fun.
All right, meanwhile, back in Indianapolis, IUPUI hosting Denver on Saturday. Caitlin Hickey, again, swinging away for the Jags, had 16 kills and 16 digs. Denver leads the league in blocks per set. There's one by Bria Muley. And IUPUI, though, wins the first set. Hickey again, 25-17. IUPUI wins in set one. Set two, quick set there for Kelly Wachtel. And the Jags would win the second, but it was close. Combo block coming up here by Wachtel and Logan Walling. She is incredible in the middle of the net. 25-23, IUPUI wins the second set. Denver wins the third, though. Muley with another block. You block it every time, you're going to win. That's just science. Muley and Moni Korehedu on the combo block there. 25-18, Denver wins set three. Muley kept it going. She had 10 block assists in the match, but the Jags work a little overtime in the fourth set to win it. Alexis Meeks with the dump right there. She had 47 assists as well. And Kelly Wachtel will close it out here for IUPUI. The Jags get the weekend sweep of the top two teams. They beat Denver in this one in 4. Western Illinois is sitting in the number 5 spot in the standings right now. Western just one match over the weekend at home against Omaha. Heather Smith for Western there. She led them with 13 kills. Quick on the other side to Megan Schmalley to get Omaha close at 21-19 in the first set, but a block here by Jordan Jackson, and Western wins the first set 25-21. Leathernecks keep it going in the second. Ann Miller goes off the block there. She had 10 kills for Western Illinois. And then Mallory Gibson on the right side. Western wins set 2, 25-19. Kelly Wallach and Omaha kind of had a tough night on the attack. They hit just 124 for the match. And Sarah Fetter, the Western setter, had 32 assists. Western beats Omaha in straight sets.
I think we were just trying to stay in system and try and be as rhythmic as we could and have as much grace to our play as we could. It was a little ugly on our end, but we fought hard against a great Nebraska-Omaha team. They work hard, they fight hard, and they put up a good match every single time we play them. So it was an okay match on our end. I think there's a lot that we need to improve upon, but it's always nice to get a win at home.
And in Brookings on Saturday night, the Jacks and the Bison. NDSU won the first matchup in Fargo. Wagner Larson with a kill there for the Jack Rabbits. She had 8 of those, but the Bison pretty much dominate the first set. Jenny Fassbender with the block, and then one of the 3 Emilys, Emily Myron with the kill. NDSU takes the first set 25-13. Jacks get a little closer in the second. Courtney Roberts another one of those redshirt freshmen for SDSU, led him with 9 kills, but Fastbender had 17 kills for the Bison. She hit .405 in the match. NDSU hit .339 as a team. Emily Minnick in the middle for the kill there. NDSU wins the second set 25-15. Bison then close it out in 3. Fastbender with the hammer there. And North Dakota State gets the regular season sweep of the Jackrabbits 25-13, 25-15, 25-21 in this one. So take a look at the volleyball standings. North Dakota State goes to 3-5 with that win over South Dakota State. The Coyotes and the Jaguars tied at the top now at 7-2. 9 matches down, 5 to go in the regular season. Denver sitting there in third at 6-3. Well, when we come back, our interview this week is with USD's Kendall Kritenbrink. She's not as tall as they say she is, but man, she can kill it. And a little later, we'll go around the league and ask, who would you be for Halloween?
This isn't an epic sports commercial.
There's no Hollywood director.
There's no $1 million budget. There's no slow motion.
Or stadiums filled with crowds.
It's just us.
Us.
Real athletes.
Real athletes.
Who want to get better, get stronger,
And make the starting lineup. Be healthy and active.
and this is where we'll do it.
The Sanford Sports Complex, a game-changing destination. Learn more at sanfordsports.com.
Should be a great few days for us out there. Hope you have some fun while we're gone.
Probably just gonna do some catch up.
Love you, bye-bye. We're gonna have to make a stop off first.
We're in the clear.
At Grand Falls Casino Resort, there's so much to do. You don't have to be seen. There's something for everyone, whether it's a girl's getaway or a guy's sneak away. Whatever your taste, live it up at Grand Falls Casino Resort.
Good weekend, honey?
The best.
Great comparisons in history. Abe Lincoln versus Babe Lincoln. American football fans versus Netherlands football fans. Angus steaks versus Josie's crab cakes.
You see, some people like to compare the features of the all-new 2013 Honda Accord to the Toyota Camry. But if history has taught us anything, it's that the Honda Accord beats the Camry every time. With rates as low as 0.9%. See your Dakota Land Honda dealers today to get a great lease on the all-new Honda Accord.
Inside the Summit League is brought to you by Sanford Health, Grand Falls Casino, and Dakota Land Honda. Welcome back. Let's talk with Kendall Kritenbrink. She's kind of a big deal for the USD volleyball team. Kritenbrink and Emily Spencer are locked in a battle right now to see who's going to lead the league in kills this season. Kritenbrink and the Coyotes were 7-0 until they took that trip over the weekend to IUPUI and Fort Wayne. And Kendall, that's got to be one of the toughest trips to take for a volleyball team in the Summit League, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a tough one. We left early, and we actually have always it's always kind of hard to play in that gym. I'm not really sure why, but we've always had kind of a curse playing there.
At IUPUI?
Yeah, we've never won since I've been here when we've played there.
All right. Can you identify why some teams struggle in certain places?
I'm not really sure. I don't really think playing in their gym had anything to do with it. I just think they kind of had confidence playing in their own place. They hadn't lost. They haven't lost there this year, so I think they had a lot of confidence. And we had a huge target on our back, and I think they came at us. And I think at times we didn't play our best to give it back to them. So we were kind of back on our heels all game.
All right, and they're a pretty good team, though, right? It's not like these teams you're facing right now are just going to roll over for you, right?
Yeah, definitely not. I think they're second best in our conference right now after us. They definitely have the second best talent, I'd say, and they were just on fire that night.
All right, the match at Fort Wayne went 5 sets, went right down to the wire. What happened in that one?
Well, we let it get a little bit too close. We definitely it was neck and neck all match, or the whole fifth set, and it came down to a few tough last plays, but we shouldn't let it get down to that.
All right, when it gets down to the fifth set and it gets down to those last points in the fifth set, what do you do to try and calm yourself and concentrate?
I just take it just like it's another point. I don't like to make it out to be like the big final point. I like to look at it as just every other point is the same, and just to play the same and execute and play aggressive and to want the ball.
All right, you guys were a 500 team last year, and you've elevated it this year. What's been different this year for the Coyote volleyball team?
I think we had a really strong spring season, and we carried it over into the summer, and we just came really hard and started off working really hard in preseason, and we've just been carrying it overall the whole season. And I think one thing we've really been focusing on as a team is our pace, and our pace with our offense and our pace with our serves, and I think that's really taking teams out of their element.
Well, volleyball teams are notoriously streaky, and that's one thing you guys haven't been this year. Is that why you've been so good? You haven't had those ups and downs?
Yeah, I think this year that's really been our strong point. We haven't been streaky. I think we've really been strong, whereas the past few years I've been here, we've kind of been on a roller coaster ride. But I think this year we've been really strong and consistent. We just got to turn around after this past weekend and give it to South Dakota State and NDSU this weekend and turn it back around.
All right, what is the main goal of the season for you this year?
The main goal is to go to the conference tournament and win and make it to the NCAA tournament, but we're just taking one game at a time, and I think that'll get us to our destination.
All right, what would it mean for you and your team to be the first team to bring home the first Division I Summit League volleyball championship?
It'd be really special. It would be a huge honor and know that we finally turned the program around, and it'd be a huge honor to be, for me personally, and just to be a part of that team, to make history at USD for volleyball and to take it to the next level, because I think we definitely deserve to be there. We've worked really hard to get there.
Okay, you're listed at 5'11". Are you really 5'11"?
No, I'm not. I'm 5'9".
Which makes it even weirder that you are the hitter that you are. You don't have to be 6'3" to be a hitter. What makes a good hitter?
I think the biggest thing that makes a strong hitter is an aggressive attitude. I don't see myself as a 5'9" attacker. I see myself as just another hitter, and I just go up and I want the ball every single time Tori sets it to me, and I just go up and I'm aggressive everything. And I think the biggest thing with being my height is I have to be able to see the court really well and know where to place the ball and where it's open, whereas if I was 6'3", I could just go up and bang the ball. But having vertical helps a lot too.
What is your vertical? Do you know?
29.5.
Nice.
So almost 30.
And lastly, if you were going to dress up for Halloween this year, what or who would you be?
If I were to dress up for Halloween, I haven't even thought of it. Maybe be a minion.
A what?
A minion from Despicable Me.
All right, thanks to Kendall Kritenbrink. Minions, I don't even know what that means. Our Summer League shooters, though, went around the league this week and asked their student athletes, who or what would you be for Halloween? We'll have that next.
Since 1982, the Summit League has been achieving excellence. Beyond providing a quality education to more than 120,000 students, the league continues to strengthen its reputation of being nationally competitive in athletics. Today, more than 3,000 elite student athletes at 8 institutions embody the vision, purpose, and innovation the Summit League represents. These young men and women are reaching for the summit in both athletic and academic endeavors.
Great comparisons in history. Abe Lincoln versus Babe Lincoln. American football fans versus Netherlands football fans. Angus steaks versus Josie's crab cakes.
You see, some people like to compare the features of the all-new 2013 Honda Civic to the Toyota Corolla. But if history has taught us anything, it's that the Honda Civic beats the Corolla every time, with rates as low as 0.9%. See your Dakota Land Honda dealers today to get a great lease on the all-new Honda Civic.
Minutes east of Sioux Falls stands Grand Falls Casino Resort. A casino in a brand new way, where you can turn an evening into a winning night out. Spin a day off into a day of play. Who says life next door shouldn't be grand? Don't miss the Guess Who at Grand Falls Casino Resort, Saturday, November 16th at 8 p.m.
American woman.
Signed guitar giveaway at midnight.
Winter fashion is a wonderland, and you'll find all the season's best looks waiting for you at Shields. So let it snow.
Inside the Summit League is brought to you by Sanford Health, Grand Falls Casino, and Dakota Land Honda. Welcome back to Inside the Summit League. It's Halloween week, and we sent our Summit League shooters out to ask some student athletes around the league, who or what would you be this year for Halloween?
Probably my mom dressed me as the Karate Kid for like 8 years straight. I kind of looked a little bit like the Karate Kid, so that was a fun memory, getting dressed up with the same outfit and getting made fun of as a kid.
I dressed up as a dork. Had the high pants and the glasses and the dress shirt.
My favorite costume for Halloween growing up was a whale costume that my dad made for me out of rubber.
What was the importance behind the whale costume?
The importance behind the whale costume was that I was slightly obsessed with the movie Free Willy, so it's kind of along the lines of that.
My mom was very creative and she always let me be whatever I wanted for Halloween. So one year I was the Statue of Liberty with a light-up hat, and another year I was a bag of jelly beans, and probably my all-time favorite was a Christmas tree.
My favorite Halloween costume was these zebra outfits that my mom put me and my sister in like every year. They were matching. They have the whole tail and the head and everything. And then when my sister grew out of her zebra costume, I still got it for like the next 3 years. So I was a zebra for about a good 6 years.
My favorite Halloween costume that hasn't happened yet, actually, me and 2 other teammates are planning on being the witches from Hocus Pocus.
When I was growing up, I think my favorite Halloween memory was when my mom made me dress up as a Christmas present. I was this really big box and it had a huge bow. It looked pretty cute.
All right, now to women's soccer. The big showdown of the week was South Dakota State at Denver. They were both 5-0 going into this contest in league play, and Denver came out on top. The Jacks actually scored a goal on themselves in this match. Nicolette DiGiacomo had a goal and an assist for Denver in the 4-0 win. DiGiacomo did it again on Saturday against North Dakota State. A goal and an assist in that 2-1 win. She is the offensive player of the week for the second straight week. Don't act like you're not impressed. Denver is still undefeated, by the way, in league play at 7-0. Elsewhere in women's soccer over the weekend, IUPUI at Western Illinois on Saturday. Sarah Hall kicking it, sticking it with it for Western. That's her 4th goal of the season, and it's 1-0 Western Illinois. Less than a minute later, though, Tori Minnick for IUPUI sticks that in, ties it up at 1-1. Shortly thereafter, though, Jordan Spatial for Western Illinois. That's unassisted, and the Leathernecks lead it 2-1. And then shortly before the end of the first half, Leathernecks attacking again. That is a foul, so Sarah Hall gets the PK. Plop, that's her second of the match, and it's 3-1 Western Illinois with the lead at the break. More goal scoring after that. Hannah Van Endenberg, I should say, her first of the season for Western Illinois, 4-1. Leathernecks on top. Jags get one back a minute later, though. Alyssa Fox steals it, scores it, and it is 4-2. Western Illinois still in the lead, and they would add one more off of a set piece. Sloan Levin with the boot, just off the hair, barely, of Amber Davis. Western wins it 5-2 for their second league win so far this season. And a quick stop in Fort Wayne. 19th minute of this match against Omaha. Gabby Romo for the only score of the match. 1-0 Fort Wayne over Omaha. All right, so Fort Wayne stays in the top 4 after that win at 3-1-1. North Dakota State evens out at 3-3. Denver and South Dakota State have already qualified for the postseason tournament. There are 2 spots left with 1 week to go in the regular season. We've got men's soccer coming up next, including this sweet little tally by Oral Roberts against Omaha.
Great comparisons in history. Abe Lincoln versus Babe Lincoln. American football fans versus Netherlands football fans. Angus steaks versus Josie's crab cakes.
You see, some people like to compare the features of the all-new 2013 Honda Accord to the Toyota Camry. But if history has taught us anything, it's that the Honda Accord beats the Camry every time. with rates as low as 0.9%. See your Dakota Land Honda dealers today to get a great lease on the all-new Honda Accord.
Drives the lane, baseline pass to Williams. Williams shoots, gets up, he scores. Tie game. We are going to bring the ball up forward under pressure. Long pass inside to Montgomery. He spins. The shot is up, and it's a 20-foot jumper from the 5'11" sophomore forward. Goal line.
Our heritage is rooted in the gymnasiums of every town, big and small, throughout the region. For this reason, Sanford Health proudly presents Heritage Court at the heart of the Pentagon.
Should be a great few days for us out there. Hope you have some fun while we're gone.
Probably just gonna do some catch up.
Love you. Bye-bye.
We're gonna have to make a stop-off first.
We're in the clear.
At Grand Falls Casino Resort, there's so much to do. You don't have to be seen. There's something for everyone, whether it's a girl's getaway or a guy's sneak away. Whatever your taste, live it up at Grand Falls Casino Resort.
Good weekend, honey?
The best.
Inside the Summit League is brought to you by Sanford Health, Grand Falls Casino, and Dakota Land Honda. All right, now to men's soccer and some really good highlights here from the weekend from Fort Wayne and from the match in Omaha. Started off in Fort Wayne hosting Western Illinois. No scoring until the 81st minute, and then Western Illinois ripped off 3 goals in a row. Yusef Jupik with that second one, his 6th of the season, 2-0 Leathernex. Mario Alvarez gets another one, and Western beats Fort Wayne 3-0 there. And great match in Omaha against Oral Roberts. First home match on campus this year for Omaha, the new turf at Caniglia Field. Matt Grossi making saves for the Mavericks right and left in this one, but this is just good soccer. Deep, doop, dap, goal by Edgardo Mira, and it's 1-0 Oral Roberts at the break. That was good, so was this. Watch Logan Mendez to Nick Miller to Mark Moulton. That is pretty for Omaha. Ties the match at 1-1. And getting late in the match, Grossi trying to keep it knotted up. Nice punch out there on the save, but with 9 seconds to go in regulation. The Golden Eagles will center it. Oral Roberts will get the score there to beat Omaha with a late goal, 2-1, in a tough one to handle for Jason Mims and his guys in Omaha.
I thought we controlled the game. We had more chances than them. We attacked more. It looked like if anybody was up a man, we were. But that's how soccer is. You give up a stupid foul out here and a free kick to put the ball in the box. It's a goal.
All right, so Oral Roberts goes to 3-1 with that win. Denver still on top at 4-0 with 2 weeks left to go now in the regular season in men's soccer. Well, why in the world would you want to go to school in Brookings, South Dakota? We'll take you there for the Campus Spotlight next.
Minutes east of Sioux Falls stands Grand Falls Casino Resort. A casino in a brand new way, where you can turn an evening into a winning night out. Spin a day off into a day of play. Who says life next door shouldn't be grand? Don't miss the Guess Who at Grand Falls Casino Resort, Saturday, November 16th at 8 p.m.
American woman.
Signed guitar giveaway at midnight.
Great comparisons in history. Abe Lincoln versus Babe Lincoln. American football fans versus Netherlands football fans. Angus steaks versus Josie's crab cakes.
You see, some people like to compare the features of the all-new 2013 Honda Civic to the Toyota Corolla. But if history has taught us anything, it's that the Honda Civic beats the Corolla every time, with rates as low as 0.9%. See your Dakota Land Honda dealers today to get a great lease on the all-new Honda Civic.
This isn't an Epic Sports commercial.
There's no Hollywood director. There's no $1 million budget. There's no slow motion.
Or stadiums filled with crowds.
It's just us.
Us.
Real athletes.
Real athletes who want to get better, get stronger,
and make the starting lineup. Be healthy and active.
And this is where we'll do it.
The Sanford Sports Complex, a game-changing destination. Learn more at sanfordsports.com.
Inside the Summit League is brought to you by Sanford Health, Grand Falls Casino, and Dakota Land Honda. Well, South Dakota State University is known for putting out fine pharmacists and engineers and broadcasters. But if you want to get into pre-med or nursing, Brookings has got you covered. Here is this week's Campus Spotlight.
Really just trying to get to the end zone, hang on to the ball and see if anyone's coming up behind you and looking over your shoulder. And it happens so fast and you just react. My name's Zach Zenner. I'm from Eagan, Minnesota. I chose SDSU first and foremost because it was my only Division I opportunity to play football. I play running back. People ask how fast I am. I feel like I'm faster on the field than I am running a 40. I think someone told me that I was close to the top in leading the country in rushing yards. How fast am I? Fast enough, I guess you could say. My favorite moment athletically would be the home playoff game that we had this year. We had a Thanksgiving meal together as a football team, and we crushed Eastern Illinois. So it was a good game for the rushing attack, offensive line, and the whole team in general. Coach Stig is a big supporter of giving back to the community. We are required to do at least 3 service projects throughout the year being on the football team. I'm an officer of SAC, which is Student Athlete Advisory Council. It's a window, I would say, for our student athletes to get more involved in the community, whether it be the Brookings community or the SDSU community. So I've done quite a bit of volunteer activities this year. Balancing academics and athletics can be difficult at times. This year, there's a year-long course, Organic Chemistry. There's only 1 class time offered for lecture, and it's from 3 to 4:15. What they did is they moved practice back a little bit, basically just for us so that we could go to class and then also participate in the majority of practice. Coaching staff is definitely all about the student athlete. My major is biology pre-med. I'm going to do research this summer with Dr. Tumala in the pharmacy department, so I'm excited about that. My aspect of the research is to be formulating a capsule that will release its contents in the large intestine, or colon, to treat colon cancer. You know, it's going to be a really neat experience for me to get in that lab setting and that different side of medicine. After school or after I graduate, if I had a chance to maybe play football somewhere, I would. If I got a chance to be on a practice squad for an NFL team, I would definitely take that opportunity. There's no way I could pass that up. But then after that, I would like to go to medical school and be a surgeon.
Our thanks to everybody in Brookings and our entire Summit League news team. You stay classy, Middle America.